So we have the 125 full moon in Leo, and the portal is wide open from today. We are exactly 2 days before the full moon, and so the portal starts opening up, which is going to be on full lunation on the 25th, which is in 2 days' time. And then it will progress and continue those energies, and the astrology will still take effect for the next 2 to 3 days after it. So it's very important throughout this window to know the significant points of what planets are aligning and how, on that superconscious level, it may affect our energies, our emotions, our manifestations, what we need to take care of, and also how to ground ourselves to make sure that we are not affected in a negative way with all of these planetary shifts. We're going to break it down in this video, and we're going to dive deep into it. Make sure to get your notepads ready, your journals ready, and get your pen ready, and we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone. Namo Himalaya, this is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video we are going to break down for you the 5 things that you must pay close attention to when it comes to this particular full moon in Leo. Now, first of all, before you guys start getting ideas on this, when it's full moon in Leo, it doesn't mean that it will only affect signs that are in Leo. In fact, we have all of every single sign, a little bit of the whole recipe, but we are just more predominant towards one particular sign. But it all takes effect. It just means that people who are in Leo or birth in Leo, then you may find that everything that I'm saying will be amplified. That is all. Okay? So, what's the first thing we need to see when this whole thing is happening? It is going to give us a, number one, increase for the sense of significance. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that more than usually, we are going to want other people's attention. We're going to want other people to show love to us. We're going to feel like if people are not showing us their appreciation, we're feeling a little bit lost and a little bit confused, right? Now, is this good or is this bad? I always say that things are just neutral. It depends on your take on it. So let's say, for example, you're at work or you're at home even, but you're thinking about work. And you may be during this time having this sense or need for significance where you're thinking, my boss doesn't value me. They never give me credit for my hard work. Or maybe in your relationship, you're suddenly having that feeling like they don't care about me. And so when does it become a negative? It becomes a negative when it becomes a negative spiral of thoughts. When you are beating yourself up, blaming everything else and thinking that you are not worthy or you are not loved or you are not significant or you are not special, but it's just these energies that are bringing it up. So the negative that can happen is that you fall into this negative spiral of thinking. On the upside, how we can look at it is giving you a little signal to bring what is important to you to the surface. And if it's giving you this signal, the proactive way to deal with these energies, these universal energies that are taking effect, and you are one of it, so you are feeling it, the proactive step would be to have the conversations. Have the conversations with the people you love and care for. And be open and honest. Let them know what you are feeling, what you desire, what you really want. Call your boss up or give them a message. Ask for a meeting. Sit down and talk to them about your feelings so that at least you are heard, so that at least there could be certain changes that can happen, because we all know that full moon leads to changes, to shifts in life. But we need to be proactive to make the most out of it. So that is my recommendation for everybody on that first point. The second thing that I've noted down is, because it's this Leo sign, it's very aggressive, it's very powerful, it's a powerful, powerful sign, right? your egoic mind is going to be more prominent than usual. What is that? Maybe your stubbornness. Maybe your need to win an argument. Maybe your need to be right. Again, if we look at the negative and positives of this, we need to understand, okay, what does this mean? It means that in any situation, it's highly likely when full moon happens, your emotions are higher, your emotions are expanded, that you may be having some arguments or disagreements with people. Okay, again, let us know inside the chat if you're resonating with anything that I'm saying or you felt any of these type of energies already, because it just helps other people who are going through it to grow through it with you, so they don't feel like they're alone in this. We're not alone. We are all one big soul family, and we can help each other and support each other, become stronger and ride through every challenge and rise upon them. Right? So what happens is you may have these arguments or these discomforting conversations or these disagreements. But ask yourself the question. I really love Wayne Dyer's quote back then when he used to always say, in any opportunity, if you get the choice to be right or to be kind, always choose to be kind. There's so many times we want to win our points across, get our point across, and it results in an argument. And at the end, we think we might have won the argument, but in fact, we went through a battle to get there. So we went through war. And nobody feels good going through war. So why don't you keep yourself in positive state and just learn, this is my key for everybody, to learn to accept everyone and everything as it is. You focus on you. Point the finger inwards. Work on yourself. This is most valuable. Give yourself that self-love and that honor to honor and respect your energies, your vibrations during this full moon lunation. Because it's not what you want that manifests, it's what you are that manifests. And if we know that, why allow yourself to dive into negative emotions and allow that to manifest during the biggest energetic time, right, of the month? You wouldn't do that. So honor yourself enough to surrender and let go of others' opinions or what other people think. No fighting. Just allow, flow, move with everything. It's okay. Honor yourself. That's the second thing. Moving on to the third thing that I noted down is how, I don't know if you guys are aware of the astrology stuff or you're interested in that, but basically this particular full moon in Leo is actually at the same time, it's squaring with Jupiter at the same time. So what does it mean with these mixed energies? Well, it means for three main things that I've noted down. Number one is it means for turning points. Like it's a time for pivot. You're going to have some unexpected news probably. You're going to have some things you thought was going one direction, suddenly, bam, you're going a different direction, or you have a different choice, right, of your path ahead. So turning points is one of them. The second thing is you're going to have development in projects. You're going to be able to see through, oh, there's the next step. We're moving, we're advancing, we're progressing. You're going to feel that progression, or even in a relationship. Especially when it comes to a new relationship, you're going to feel there, wow, we're progressing, we're moving forward with this. This is good. Okay, so turning points, progression, and the final thing is to do with awakening. Some of you during this full moon, right, will most likely start feeling here will get heavy. You feel a lot of pressure towards the third eye. Maybe you get some light headaches going on and you don't know why. Or maybe some of you may even be hearing certain sounds, buzzing sounds, right? And it's just ongoing, and you're wondering, why am I hearing these sounds? Right? Again, do let us know inside the comments if you can relate to any of these things that I'm saying. Again, it's going to help all of us go through and grow through all of this together. Right? So these are three things that most likely will happen because we are squaring with Jupiter at the same time. And another thing as well, moving on to point number 4 that I've got here, which is also to do with this Jupiter energy, by the way, is to do with passion, expression, and creativity. It's highly likely during this time you will feel a lot more passionate, moving into your authentic roots, like what you truly want. Maybe for a long time you've been trying to satisfy other people or saying yes to other people when you don't even want to do certain things. But you've not really been honoring yourself. But what you're going to find with the energies and how all the planets are aligned right now, is that you will dive deep into your authentic self, what you are passionate about, what you want to say, what you want to express, your voice and your creativity. You're going to want to bring that out on the table. So if that is the case and it's a good time for that, what does it mean? Take a pen to paper, and start allowing this download to happen. What you're feeling, what do you want to do? What are your desires? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your points of view? Get it down on paper, right? Which moves on to the fifth thing, which allows, and the fifth thing is need for grounding. This particular first full moon in 2024 is for everybody is required deep grounding. By getting pen to paper, you see, your ideas is an infinite flow and download from the universe. But if you are always up in the clouds, right, you're on cloud 9, you're not going to be able to manifest these things into your physical reality. You're going to be classed as one of those woo-woo crazy people who are just out there. But that's not the reason why you're here. You're an infinite spiritual being experiencing a short time in this physical form. But you are both parts. You are not just spiritual. You are not just soul. You are also the physical body and the materials that you have around you. Right? You are both. You are living in this. So learn to take that expression, take that authenticity, take that creativity, and that fifth point, ground everything. How do we ground? Well, just what we were saying before. If you take pen to paper, you are taking it and you're grounding it. You're putting a plan together. You're actioning it. Action allows for grounding too, right? What else? Walk outside in nature. Barefoot, grounding. What else? You can lay in Shavasana, corpse pose, just lie down, palms facing up. Allow Mother Earth to connect you and the universe together. Feel that safe protection and grounding. So what does this mean? Overall, this full moon is very good, which I don't usually say this, by the way, for manifestations, only if you know how to handle your emotions, and manage your ego mind. Don't fight. Don't get highly emotional, because when emotions is high, intelligence is low. But allow yourself to have your head up in the clouds while you have your 2 feet firmly grounded. Then you will be able to take that infinite intelligence and that collective library of channeling and downloads and ideas and creativity and every desire that you have, and you are able to materialize it in this physical reality. These are the 5 things that you must pay close attention to, especially during this full moon. I'm wishing you guys all the best with your manifestations and protecting your energies. Stay safe. If you enjoyed this video, you got anything out of it whatsoever, or you just resonated just a little bit, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know what you resonated with and where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.